See, it's too bad how the mind will, somebody could really be making some deep progress, really be evolving at a high rate, exponential rate. But yet, and the mind's supposed to do this, we can't get mad at it, but it sucks also on a certain level. Mind will come in and say, man, like there's something wrong with you because you're feeling so bad. Why you feel so heavy inside? Why can't you control your thoughts? Your emotions are like out of control. But yet you're listening, you're doing your spiritual practice, whether it be yoga or mantras or japa, you're doing introspection, you're praying spontaneously, you're listening to videos, which yeah, see, that can be a problem sometimes. You're listening to the videos of people who you don't know. You're not with them 24 hours. You're watching a 10, 20-minute video, and they're putting on an act, a lot of them, and making it look like all you got to do is just release, you just stop seeking, and everything becomes bliss. You see how I just said it like that? You hear that hollowness? It's fake. You hear how I'm talking now? It's more depth. It's automatic. It's vibration. So you'll hear that stuff, and then the mind will say, look, what are you doing wrong, man? You got to be doing something wrong because look at you. Look at them and look at you. They're saying just stop seeking. You're like, okay, I'm going to stop seeking because they said that's the answer. How can I stop seeking though? I'm burning inside with this desire to merge more with my source. Like, you mean like stop seeking that? And confusion can arise. And my point, and what I'm trying to say, is if you're experiencing this kind of emotional catharsis or spiritual catharsis, you're on a higher level than they are. A lot of them. You're on a higher level than they are. But the mind tries to, because it likes to make everything backwards, tries to tell you the opposite. That there must be, you're judging your state, which is temporary. You're judging your emotions. You're judging the lack of control you have over your mind. You're judging your so-called lack of calmness, and then thinking the mind takes all that and says there's something wrong with you. When really there's something right with you. All this karma is coming up. It's coming up. You can't stop it. That's grace. Acid grace, but it's grace. A lot of these other beings, it hasn't came up yet. It just hasn't come up yet. They're kind of living in spiritual la-la land, which is cool. You know what it's like? It's like they're in a spiritual honeymoon stage. You know how when you get in a new relationship, it's like the first few weeks or a couple months, it's like, whoa, man, like, I just love this person. Like, I'll love them forever. And then you fast forward, like, I don't know, some years, 10 years, and you see some people in prison because they like killed each other. But they felt the same thing. That's a honeymoon stage. That will change as time goes on. That honeymoon stage wears off. We don't know the time limit, but it can happen. It will happen. Things change. So a lot of them are in the spiritual honeymoon stage, and they're like riding off this this kind of imagination, ego sense of like, I got it. You see, that's the key right there. If there's a sense of something inside that got it, you can be sure you're going to get broke. You're going to get broke. Most people aren't even aware that there's a sense of self that's saying it got it. If you ask them, they'll say, no, there's no self that has it or lost it, or they'll say that. Again, though, listen to when they speak. Feel the energy. So, you're already experiencing this inner catharsis. They haven't experienced it yet. Don't judge superficial level. If they're smiling or laughing or talking eloquently, don't judge that stuff. You're in a good spot. First, you're kind of fake and collective. Then you start to really go through the grind. Then that gets released, the alchemy took place, and then you're current, you're cool. There's still things to rub out. Still, you like there's no like, I got it forever, I'm done. No. But you're through the heavy karmic load that you were destined to experience, which is why you incarnated here. It takes some time. Sometimes it takes, you got to be in the right situation to bring out this karma that you don't know about. That's the thing. I used to think I was totally like free of any kind of sexual compulsion, or I could take it or leave it, until I went to Brazil. Some of you that live in Brazil, you know. I went there and I was done. I said, damn, I like these girls a lot. Because I came from LA and it was just pretentious and superficial, and I'm like, this sucks. I'm celibate. Then I went to Brazil, man, and I was in a little village, and man, they were so natural. There was no games. If they like you, they show you they like you. Like, they don't know how to like be fake. They just like, whoa, I like you. I'm like, damn, I like you too. Like, a lot. Like, probably more than you like me. And so that was super nourishing, man, coming from cold LA and just all that low-level energy field. So anyway, situation brought it out. I didn't know that karma was there. And then later I suffered it because I got obsessed with trying to get attention. I became an addict for attention because I liked it so much. So that karma started coming up. Karma takes a while to come up. That's why, I don't know, if somebody's really a diligent, like, spiritual sadhaka, it can take 40 years for it to really everything come up. Look at Lahiri Mahasaya. He didn't have his real opening until he was like 30 or 32. It just takes a while. This life happens very slow. Everything moves really slow here. Whereas on another plane, it's just make something. Here, you got to build it, and you got to like do a bunch of stuff. It could take years to grow your YouTube channel. Man, I'm glad I don't have 100,000 subscribers. That would be a lot of, I don't know, I'd have to get somebody to help me. I can't answer all those questions. So, you're doing better than you think you're doing. This is what I'm trying to say. Can you believe it? Can you hear that though? I'm glad I remembered. I want to tell you about my group. I keep making videos and then I keep forgetting to mention my group. And so then I have to make another one. The other videos I'll upload after the group. But we're doing a satsang Sunday, September 17th. I put the website link in the description. Click on it if you want information. This is the frequency that we're going to be talking on. It's not going to be just sitting here just trying to tell each other we don't exist and all that. We want to deal with real-time seeming obstructions, and let's see how to navigate that. Otherwise, like, what's the point? If everybody's awakened, then, like, okay, what's the point? Just gonna yawn at each other. How long you been awake? Oh, I don't know, because, like, there's nobody to be awake. Yeah. All right, did I hit everything here? Because I wanted to make this video. It was important. Yeah, this is it. I hit it. I hit like all my 7 points. The last point though. Yeah, this is important. If one really comes into an organic seeing, or organic realizations, I'm just telling you, the last thing you're going to want to do is run around and announce it to everybody or make videos. If anybody makes a real-time enlightenment video, I mean, do you need a bigger sign like that's a little weird? I don't know. Like, you don't do that. It's sacred, secret stuff, man. You're getting downloads from the source itself. You're not gonna, so then the mind will justify, well, I need to share it with everybody, to help them. They're not gonna understand it. Or they're gonna take it, the ego's gonna hear it, and then mess it all up. That's wisdom. Like, that. If you've really had a real realization, the wisdom comes with it to show you, like, what to do, who to share it with. There has to be a reason, like a real reason to share it. I remember I had a now I'm going to share one, right? But it feels right. I had a vision. I saw Yogananda in the sky when I was staying at his ashram. Man, I didn't even know it was a vision till like a few months later. At the time, it just made sense. I was like at his ashram. I was like, oh, hey, Yogananda, yeah, I'm going to your meditation now. It didn't even cross my mind like, but when it did, I was like, oh, I felt blessed. I was very appreciative of it. I didn't run out and, like, I don't want to tell anybody, like, it's sacred. Like, if you have really good sex with your girlfriend, are you gonna go like tell all your friends? Maybe. But you see what I'm saying? You don't want to cheapen when something's really you can just feel. If it's a sacred thing, something naturally don't want to cheapen it by like spreading it all over the place. Yeah, I think you understand what I'm saying. So that's my message. I'll see you on September 17th, maybe. It'd be fun to meet, to see the people that, resonate. All right, I'll see you soon.